What a game. Kansas City versus the Houston Texans. What a way to start off the season. In this episode, we're going to be breaking that game down, talking fantasy, who to pick up, who did good, who did bad.
And then we're going to get into Sunday's matches. We're going to go into the first half of the games and then talk about the second half of the matches the next day. So we are excited. Let's get this in. I can't believe there was a game today, guys. A game.
Crazy.
Welcome to the Fantasy Football Brothers. Let's meet your host. From the cold and harsh distant land of Mother Russia, lover of romantic walks from his bed to his couch, Boris Wagner. From the sunshine state of California, lover of barbershops and sleeping in, Richard Wagner. Thank you for joining the Fantasy Football Brothers for another episode.
Welcome back to another episode of the Fantasy Football Brothers. My name is Richard Wagner.
And I am Boris Wagner.
And football is officially begun.
Wow. I literally was probably like my whole body was tingling, and I was smiling the whole time, just counting the seconds. Like my body knew, like every single moment by moment, the moment that it counted down, the moment that it happened. I mean, I was ecstatic. It was actually really cool. I just want to say, congratulations, to both of the teams for really making this about Black Lives Matters and making it about
definitely,
making changes in America, because changes need to happen.
100%.
And it's good that Mahomes and Watson, came together and Texans themselves didn't even come out. And then when they did come out, they held hands as teams. And, it's important. Football is cool. But there's bigger things than football. Even though I always talk about football is greater than life, clearly there's more important things.
Yeah, and shout out to homie who was kneeling during the anthem.
Yeah, there was one homie. That's what's up.
Everyone should have done it. But
honestly,
what I want to say is I don't know if you guys heard the boos that were happening during that.
Right.
Apparently, I was looking at some forums. Apparently, that actually wasn't the case. The majority were clapping. When they were doing that,
like it?
There was just a couple that, like, they decided, like, where they put the mic, there were people around there that were booing.
Right, that makes sense because it didn't completely sound like boos.
Right.
That's the thing. It was like
it was
weird.
It was really weird.
It was a weird.
But
yeah,
the people who were booing, like, dude, I'll punch you in the face straight up.
Yeah, and he's a very strong guy. He might be like 4'6".
3'7".
Yeah, he might be like Clyde, like a midget. But this guy can punch. Okay, so be careful.
Straight up. But we have an awesome episode planned for you guys. I'm so tired. I barely got any sleep, and no, it wasn't because I was so excited I couldn't fall asleep. I was doing some work, but we're still gonna have an awesome episode planned for you guys. I can't wait to knock out after this. We're gonna be going over the matchup, what just happened, what does it mean for fantasy, and then we're gonna be breaking down the early 1 p.m. games, the 1 p.m. Eastern games. We gotta wake up at 11, which isn't early for most people, but for us it might be a little early.
Yeah, so let's get into the game, guys. It was wild, man. At first, Deshaun Watson had his team going, made 7 points. I'm like, okay, it's gonna be a game. I'm excited. Okay, Johnson made that touchdown. I was like, all right. Like I was feeling it. And next thing you know, Kansas City scores. Then they score again. Then they score again. Same old, man. What could we expect at this point? Nothing new. But I have some really cool statistical stuff. I mean, we'll break down every single player that's important right now. But before I do, right?
Right.
Let me ask you guys a question. Who did the best, right, in PPR points other than the quarterbacks? Who had the best game?
Was it Travis Kelce?
No. It was not Travis Kelce.
Was it Tyreek Hill?
Tyreek who? At that point.
Was it Will Fuller?
No, he was
David Johnson?
No.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire?
You would think.
Who, Boris? Who?
It was mother freaking Sammy Watkins. No, we should call him
Watkins.
Lizard. We should call him, first of all, Mr.
Vodka.
Mr. Vodka Watkins, because for some reason, week 1.
Yeah.
Go ahead, sir.
No, I was just changing it back.
Oh, okay, my bad. For some reason, week 1s, he's just like maybe he just gets a lot of vodka, and in the beginning you just like
that, or
you
the
feel
opposite,
fresh,
or
bro.
the opposite, or he like doesn't drink week 1, then he's like, shit, I'm the best, I got this, and then he
right.
starts
That
drinking vodka.
Lizard, yeah, man, he balled out. I mean, he got 9 targets, 7 receptions. for 82 yards and a TD. He got almost 22 points. I mean, a lot of players did really good. A lot better than I expected, honestly, but he did better. Also, who did better, Deshaun Watson or Patrick Mahomes, who you drafted, who actually in the first half of the game, you had Watson literally have like a dud. And of course, towards the end of the game, and we're playing Watson in our dynasty, little by little by little by little by little, he couldn't even give DJ
Garbage
that.
time shit.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
wait, hold the
We have
front
so much
door.
going on,
hold
guys.
the front door over here. If you guys have been following along the show, we had a bet who was going to have a better game, Clyde Edwards-Helaire
Yeah, this is
or David
wild.
Johnson.
Let me just say you
and
wild.
I freaking lost
by
by
0.1.
0.1 points.
DJ was playing that music. He let everybody know he's back. DJ's back. For all you, I know Nick from BDG. I know a lot of people, you guys are saying, DJ, he's not it. He might play good in the first game, but then he's done after that. Or whatever it is. I'm sure no one expected a 20-point game, okay, from him. Wait, a 20-point game from DJ. And supposedly he got his wrist hurt. This was the most funniest thing. I was so hyped. I was so happy he had that touchdown. Then he had some really good plays. And next thing you know, his wrist hurts. He's like off the play. And then the other Duke Johnson, the other DJ is going to play some music. The other guy's playing some music. And next thing you know, he comes out. And then you get a notification, DJ, he's questionable to return, probably not going to return. And I'm like, oh no, we look and it's Duke Johnson. And I was like, yeah. Okay, I was happy. Let me just say, guys, Duke Johnson, 11 touches, which is pretty bad, but because they were behind most of the game, right?
Duke,
11 touchdowns. Huh?
Duke, huh?
No, David, baby. David, 77 yards, 10 touches, 7 yards per carry, guys. Not 2 yards per carry, not 1. 7 yards per carry. That's insane. 1 TD, 3 catches, 32 yards, 11 yards per reception, finishing with a 19.9 points, which is 0.1 better than our other player, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with 19.8.
Yeah, and now that you gave your case for David Johnson, oh my God.
Yeah.
Sure, I lost the bet. I had to buy Boris a little bit of pizza. That's fine with me. We bet dinner. I gave him some dinner. I fed the family. I took care of my people. I took care of my bills.
That's my boy right there.
But, oh man, am I freaking excited.
So excited.
I was telling you guys, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you too. Yeah.
Yeah.
104. He is the guy after Zeke.
Right.
Don't take Alvin Kamara. Don't take Dalvin Cook. Don't take Derrick Henry. Of course, we haven't seen them play. But
we don't need to see him play.
this guy had no receptions. 2 targets. One of them was the shittiest pass I've ever seen Mahomes throw in his life. Right?
That's what I want right there.
He had 1 rushing touchdown. This guy had 6 rushing opportunities inside the 2 and didn't score them.
Which is, of course, it's sad. And
Guys, this guy had
he has
6.
everything. The only thing that for sure everybody's gonna be like, okay, there's 2 things, right?
You won't even let me say my case.
No, go ahead. No, go
finish
ahead.
it.
No, go ahead. That's my
This guy
bad.
was running 5.5 yards a carry. Yo,
That's
what?
7.
Did you see this guy? He literally they gave him the ball, right? The biggest concern is how much are they going to give him the ball? Is it going to be a committee? No, right off the gate, first game, 25 rushing attempts for 138 yards, yo. If he just got 138 yards without anything else, 13.8 points as a rookie, that would have been an insane game for him. I mean, this guy, potential is literally the running back 1 on the year, better than Christian McCaffrey. If he had a chance to score 3 more rushing touchdowns on the 2 that he didn't, that went to other people or got stopped for field goals.
For sure, no. He definitely
That's another 18 points.
And they gave him 1 target for now, and the target was horrible.
Right.
But
so trash.
I do believe, clearly we saw it, right? He was the better back.
They gave him 1 target, right? Because you wrote 2.
Oh, no, 2 then.
Oh,
So they gave
one, but yeah,
right, no, they gave him 2 targets. No, the other target was like he threw the ball and it was like a smash hit with some defender, whatever. But basically, clearly he's the better back. His yards per carry, his mobility, the way he had those like 3 types of plays
so
where
nice.
he
Yeah, the touchdown that he scored,
Ooh,
the guy
so
locked
nice.
onto him,
Right.
was about to tackle him. He got tackled but kept running. The guy fell and then literally juked the
Right.
shit out
Absolutely.
of another guy.
For all you haters, I still don't get it, man. You guys don't believe he's going to continue getting the goal line? He's going to get it, bro. He's better than Darrell Williams, clearly. And the receptions, he's a rookie.
Right.
What rookie is going to get you, what is it, 138 yards with 25 attempts. Come on, guys.
And also, like, if you're saying, like, yeah, he's like Josh Jacobs last year where you were happy, but you were expecting him to give him receiving guard so he didn't unlock his potential. But sure, were you unhappy with Josh Jacobs last year? No, you weren't. And this is Josh Jacobs on a high-powered offense. So
Right.
You're talking about the
Completely
freaking
different
Las Vegas
system,
Raiders
completely
compared to
team.
Kansas City.
And the thing is, David Carr isn't like he's known
exactly.
to have all these insane plays
This
and
guy-
throw and dish the ball to the running back.
He literally, like, probably is going to be one-on-one next year if Damian Williams doesn't play.
Yeah.
I can see that.
He's sexy, guys. He's sexy. And let me just put this out there again. Fuller, definitely the guy to have. 8 receptions on 10 targets, 112 yards, 19 points PPR. Pretty wild. Definitely the guy. I mean, Cook's a little injured. I'm glad I didn't play him. I was telling other people not to play him. Yeah,
I mean,
Fuller's the guy.
I mean, I definitely was leaning towards Fuller. He was
For
the
sure.
guy in that offense last year, and he did good last year. He had a game with over 40 points. I mean, the only thing stopping him was his injury,
Right, and I see that.
and that could still happen.
And I saw a lot of those plays, man.
Right.
He's good.
He's very good.
He's
So
a good
so
player.
the problem is his injury, and it
Right.
most likely will happen again.
Right.
That's why you can't really bet on him. That's where he goes now. But if he's playing, you probably got to start him at this point.
Right. And Hill, 6 targets, 5 receptions, 46 yards, and a TD. I feel like it's not that you can't even depend on him. It's because this team is so good. Like, if they need him, he'll be there. He'll get open. Like, I feel like he's open in most plays. They just don't need
Well, yeah,
him.
it's just if Mahomes actually looks up.
Literally, he doesn't need it. It's wild. I mean, clearly, this is why we say don't pick wide receivers in the beginning of the rounds, because look at these running backs, guys. David Johnson, right? 19 points, almost has as much as Mahomes, right? Mahomes would finish with 23 points almost. So the disparity is crazy. And then the court, what's the right word? Right. So the running backs, David Johnson at the 4th round pick did good, but maybe a lot of them won't be good, and he might not be as consistent. But getting those top running backs in the top 2 rounds is just super important.
Sure, yeah. But I think things are kind of playing out how I think I kind of expected them to. Tyreek Hill is definitely a smash play. But this is what you're going to get. Like, this is the risk in getting him specifically. I think Julio Jones, Devontae Adams, and those guys are going to be way more consistently getting you, like, this plus. But Tyreek Hill, if he didn't get that touchdown, it would have been a very bad game for him.
For sure.
He was coming out of the half with barely any points. I think that
sure.
Tyreek Hill is definitely not the safest play, but you're getting him for what you're getting. I mean, any game he can go off for 40, 50 points. So he can win you a week straight out or just dud you. So it's kind of like that.
And one last thing for all you Hardmans,
Hardman
truthers, guys. Clearly, it's not happening this year. I don't see it at all in any single situations unless like every single wide receiver gets injured. The number 3 guy clearly is Robinson. He had a pretty big touchdown called back that he let go in the last seconds. He had 6 targets, 3 receptions, as opposed to Hardman with 1 target and 1 reception.
Yeah.
So I don't see it at all.
I mean, I'm going to have to disagree there. I don't think that Demarcus Robinson's a 3rd guy. I don't think that that's solidified yet. I think that in any game, McCole Hardman could have got what Demarcus Robinson got, and they could have flip-flopped. I don't think that's really going to be showing us what's going to happen. But what was solidified was Sammy Watkins being the number 2. I think, except that he did this last year, literally the same exact thing. So we're going to have to wait and see. I mean, that's the problem. The number 2 guy, whoever it is there, would be so valuable for fantasy, right? Because potentially the number 2 can have a better game than Hill because Hill's so volatile.
But
we just don't know who it is.
The way I look at it is for draft capital, especially in Dynasty, out of all these guys and where they're going, I love Robinson the most because I can see Robinson, like he was 3 receptions.
I mean, it's probably McCole Hardman if you're looking at Dynasty. They drafted McCole Hardman to replace Tyreek Hill, if anything, to be that Tyreek Hill type of guy. So in Dynasty, I'd be leaning McCole.
To become a Tyreek Hill type of guy.
Right.
And clearly Tyreek Hill fluctuates a lot, right?
Yeah.
And I'm saying, Robinson, he might not fluctuate as much.
But McCole Hardman, I definitely like him in Dynasty. It's a 2nd year playing. I mean, this is the first game of a 2nd year. He was a rookie last year. A lot of potential there.
I just like Robinson a lot. He's still really young as well. So.
He is young, but sure.
Yeah. Thank you for that,
Draft
Richie.
capital on that one definitely says McCole Hardman. But
you don't know me.
yeah. But that was breaking down Also, Watson, I mean, yeah, he did good. Garbage time, a lot of it was
Exactly.
was
And
that.
Mahomes
And
could have had a
Mahomes-
monster game. I mean, he had 24 for 32, 211 yards, and he had 3 touchdowns. Like you didn't even notice. He had
Yeah,
3
I mean,
touchdowns.
but I was talking to Boris about this. I mean, looking back at it, I had Mahomes over Lamar by a mile. Like, I would have never drafted Lamar if both of those guys were there. Looking back at it, I probably start leaning to draft Lamar because I just don't think Mahomes is gonna have to do it. Like, as
Okay,
much
how
as
about if-
Boris doesn't agree that they're gonna be blowing out teams.
No, I have Lamar. Okay, on our rankings.
What?
I mean, in 4 QB.
No, I'm just
ranking?
talking about their whole blowing out teams aspect.
I know, no, but I get it. But I'm just saying I have Lamar higher. In
Yeah,
the 4
for
point
sure.
QB. But also it's like, let me just ask you.
Right.
This happened right now,
Uh-huh.
right? Let's say in the next 4 or 5 games,
Mm-hmm.
they don't blow him like this.
I'm saying, of course, if that happens, I'm saying the way that I'm viewing it, right, from my
At this
lens,
point for week
my
1,
opinion on
right.
the way I see things is that they're just gonna be blowing out teams. And
For
yeah,
sure.
he's gonna do this line where he's gonna get you 3 touchdowns, he's gonna get you 20 points, maybe even 25 points, but he's not gonna need to go the extra mile to get you those 30 plus, 35, 40 point
For
games.
sure.
Unless they're playing crazy matchups. But what I did see was the guy to own is Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Especially if they're blowing out teams, they're gonna give him the rock. They're gonna keep, making sure he gets those touches, is getting better.
I
They
agree.
clearly
Clyde
wanna use
Edwards
him.
is the guy to own out of
Yeah,
all these teams. I was
definitely.
100.
Well, that was the Thursday night breakdown.
Woo!
I can't wait for Sunday. Speaking of Sunday, let's freaking break down the games. I can't wait to wake up and have all of those games. Be watching Red Zone. It's like crack.
Yeah, we actually just got that. We bought football. It's called Football the app.
Football.
Yes, and we just got the app, and we're very, very happy. It's very expensive. It's probably as much money we're gonna get as our whole year of doing this fantasy, potentially, maybe.
Yeah, guys. So hit the subscribe button so
Right,
that we
help
can
us
afford.
out, guys, so we can afford
our football
even
subscription.
watching games, right?
So we can let you guys know what's going on.
Right, you guys want us to know.
Yeah,
Let you
but
know.
man, there are some really good matchups this week.
Absolutely.
They did definitely. I like the way they did the schedule. I think there's a doubleheader on Monday too.
And we're
So
not gonna
excited.
have, guys. I don't know how many of you guys understand this, but the rankings system is so difficult.
So hard. Not to do. I mean, of course, it's really hard
But
to
just
do.
the system,
even
the
to build it
algorithms,
up.
right? To build it up. So we're not gonna have our week 1 rankings this time, but we'll have our week 2 and on from then on, and you guys can check our website. It's really cool. We like it a lot. We just don't have our rankings up there yet. But
Yeah. But
to be
if you have any
continued.
questions, hit him. If we need to know who to start, who to
right,
sit.
yeah, we
leave
still
them
have our
below.
rankings within our computers. We just don't have it there.
Right.
Weekly matchups.
So the first matchup we're gonna be talking about is the Seattle Seahawks versus the Atlanta Falcons.
Sexy.
That is such a sexy game.
Absolutely.
I can't wait. Of course, you're playing Ryan. Of course, you're playing Julio. You're playing Russell. You're playing Lockett. I mean, actually, okay, so, that's where, like, Lockett, Metcalf, who you starting.
Right, who you
This
starting,
is the big
Lockett and
thing we've
Metcalf.
been talking about all day. I mean, all off season. For us, it's Lockett 100%.
Easy, without a doubt.
I'm probably not even playing Metcalf unless I have to. Like, if I have kind of like Lockett, Thielen, Lockett, Cup, Lockett, Ridley, Lockett,
Right.
all of those guys I'm
But
playing
as
over
your
Metcalf.
flex, if you're Metcalf.
Yeah.
Potentially,
Flex.
if you can, yeah.
Flex, for sure. But
Yes, definitely lock it if you have an opportunity. If that's a situation for
100%
you,
start.
lock it, especially in half or PPR.
and
leagues.
Nick actually, shout out BDG.
Oh yeah, but
said
that
an
bet.
awesome.
Oh wait, how about that bet Nick did?
Wait, really quick, we'll go into that. But
Okay.
he said actually he made an awesome tweet, talking
right,
about
Lockett.
Tyler Lockett's stat lines when he plays this division. When he plays the Atlanta Falcons, the Saints, Carolina, Tampa Bay. And it's insane, man. I think it's like 24 points and like 29 PPR or something. So he's definitely a must-start for me. We're probably not going to start him.
Most
We're going to
start,
play Darren
most
Waller,
start or must start?
which is crazy. Are we sure we're playing Darren Waller? We still got to think about that
No, we
one.
definitely have to think about it. I mean, let's say you guys asked us a question, for example. Who should we start? Darren Waller or Lockett? This is what I would tell you guys. I would say majority of the cases, PPR, half PPR.
Where's a T premium?
Right, so it's a T premium. I would say most of the time you would definitely take Lockett.
Yeah.
Easy. But this is giving you a half
Half a point.
even plus the 1 point. So that's why I'm kind of going for Waller. But in a half point or regular PPR leagues, I definitely would say lock it. I
Yeah,
would say lock
I
it.
don't know. That's a very hard, especially, because they're playing the Atlanta Falcons, so there's going to be a high-scoring game. Hopefully, I'm excited to see what happens to Todd Gurley. I think that's going to be a huge
All right, you got to
question
start
mark.
him.
You got to start him if you drafted him, probably. And then also Chris Carson, is he going to be healthy? Those two running backs are going to be interesting to know.
Right.
In terms of tight ends,
We see the hype on Ridley.
yeah, the Ridley. Oh, I'm loving Ridley. Slam start on this one, must start.
So if you had Ridley, like who's some must like Ridley
over Metcalf.
Okay, Ridley over Metcalf.
Yeah.
Ridley over Metcalf. Who else?
Who else? You got to ask me.
Ridley
Over
or
Waller?
Woods.
Huh?
Ridley or Woods.
I mean, they're playing the,
Ridley or Woods. Bobo.
that honestly just depends on who I'm playing, right? That just depends on if I'm playing a guy that I think I'm going to beat easily. If I'm going to beat him, if I'm projected 20, 30 more points than him, I'm grabbing Woods. I'm playing Woods 100%. If I'm the underdog and I don't think I have a good chance, I'm 100% playing Ridley because I think he can.
Okay.
He's the guy who better can go for like 30, 40 points.
DJ Sharp.
DJ Shark, Ridley.
Wow.
Yeah, 100%.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm going. Both of those guys, I'm going opposite.
Wow, no. Now I'm just thinking how they just lost everyone. I don't know.
Right.
Those are some really tough start quits.
For sure.
I'm probably playing Ridley just because of the quarterback.
For sure. I'm going Woods and Sharp there, but
For sure.
Just,
Maybe we'll have to
I'm
make some
excited
bets.
to see what happens. I mean, I'll say this much. I've talked about this early in the before the season started. That really does do really good in his division, and this is a division game,
Yeah.
so he should be eating potentially.
Yeah.
So
Also, tight ends. I think Hayden Hurst is gonna be a big game. See what
right,
happens.
I have him. So
see if they're actually
so it's
gonna
like-
play him.
right, so it's like Hayden Hurst or Cook, Hayden
Cook.
Hurst, or Higbee.
Hurst, because I don't like Higbee at all.
Okay, so some of those
Yeah, I'm going Cook over him. Higbee, Hurst or Herndon.
or Ingram. How about Ingram?
Which Ingram?
Evan Ingram.
Evan Ingram. Probably Evan Ingram.
Okay.
And in terms of Seattle, their tight end, what's it called?
Olsen.
Olsen, right? Definitely not starting or playing.
Right. I definitely don't want to start any of those guys right now. They are a heavy tight end team. They love to target them, especially in the red zone. But I want to see what happens because what's his name? Disley's back too. He had a really serious injury. So I want to see what happens first before I want to start any of those guys.
Then we got the New York Jets at the Buffalo Bills. Wow, what a crap game. So you got Le'Veon Bell. I'm hopefully not playing him, but you probably are playing him where you drafted him.
Definitely playing him. I have. Yeah, I want to, man. I do.
Yeah.
I want to shut down all the stupid gazers and all the people that are hating and all those talks of him just not being that guy and Gore being that guy. I don't know. It could happen.
Right.
Wherever I drafted Gore, I kind of like you said, you kind of
Right,
have to
kinda
play
have
him. So
You said Gore. You mean Bell?
no Gore, because Gore is gonna be getting those touches instead of Bell.
Oh, I just thought you said wherever I drafted Gore, I have to play him.
Oh, wherever I drafted Bell.
Oh, I think Sam Darnold, you should probably just throw him off the whole freaking league.
Yeah, I would not start him.
Definitely not.
Definitely not. Especially over the Bills. He's not a streaming quarterback.
Definitely not. Chris Herndon, I'm actually very excited. I would prefer not to start him and see what happens.
Right.
If you have to, if you grab them late, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I'm not starting him against the Bills.
No, I'm saying if he's your only tight end, I'm fine with it. Over
Right, but
for
sure. If he's your only tight end, yes.
Yeah.
But okay, if there's Herndon and Jarvin, Herndon.
Yeah, I'm
and
saying if you can get those guys. I'm saying if you
Right,
can,
I'm
if
saying-
you couldn't get Jarwin,
I'm saying, so who would you? What I'm trying to ask is, who would you have above?
give me
him?
give me some people.
Jarvin.
Jarwin, you're giving me guys that I like. Give me guys that
That you don't like. Ian Thomas.
Herndon. Goddard, that's a very hard one.
Goddard,
Probably
okay.
Herndon.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, so yeah, you're starting those guys. You're starting Crowder.
Probably not. You're
you're not
hopefully not starting Crowder, but if you have to, you could.
Okay, because of the Bills for sure. I mean,
not the Bills, because hopefully you don't
I'm
have
just saying
to
in
start.
PPR, he's a good flex.
He's a
good
very
flex option.
decent guy, but hopefully you don't have to. Is what I'm saying. Hopefully your
sure.
team's better enough to
for
not
sure.
start.
So maybe that's the only wide receiver I would think about.
Yeah, that's
in
like-
PPR, I'm okay to have him as my flex. And the Buffalo Bills, who
You definitely are playing Josh Allen if you pick them up. You're definitely playing Diggs if you pick them up. Don't like John Brown. Don't like Devin Singletary or the other guy or Zach Moss.
They're playing New York Jets. I mean,
But I'm also very excited to see what happens with Zach Moss.
Right,
That's going to be a really big one.
Right. I would say if you have either of those running backs, I feel like it's not a bad play to start them on your flex or something like that, just to see what happens. I mean, if you have better backs, then do that. But they're decent plays, and against the New York Jets, I mean, it's not too shabs. I mean, we know they're gonna love to run the ball. They're probably gonna have a lot of goal line attempts, which is good for Moss, and hopefully they utilize both. I mean, potentially they can have 2 RB2s.
And you're definitely not playing Dawson Knox, I hope. And then we got the Chicago Bears at the Detroit Lions.
There's actually news about that game.
Yeah.
Montgomery is seemingly actually going to be back
Wow.
for week 1. I
That's
don't know if I want to play him. I mean, not crazy about him in general. He's a decent floor. But after this injury where he wasn't even supposed to come in week 1, just like Cooks, I didn't play him because of his injury. I'm not looking forward to playing him. Maybe if you have him in your flex, if you have no other options, or if he's your RB2 and you literally have no options, play him. You got to play him. But I just don't like him. I like Allen Robinson here. I have heard Mr. Trubisky is amazing. Probably his best games are versus the Lions.
Yes.
So if you want to listen, if you want to be a gambler and Chicago's your squad, please
don't give him
and
this take.
Chicago's your
Please
squad,
stop.
probably don't play him. But watch, everybody doesn't play him, and he's the number 1 QB.
Because you said that, I'm going to have to tell you something. It's really, really bad. I've never told you your whole
Well,
life.
you're a loser.
No.
What? Nice. I've been wanting to do that one.
But do not play Mr. Trubisky, even if your mother is begging you to play him because she
Even
loves him.
if your wife is like, dude, you either play him or we get divorced.
Yeah, you
Just
get
get
that
divorced.
divorce. In terms of Detroit Lions, I'm so excited to see Matthew Stafford, Kenny Galladay, that connection. That's
Kenny
going to be
Galladay
sick.
is hobbled with an injury.
Right.
So we don't know how serious that
questionable
is.
right now. And then their backfield, it's going to be interesting what's going to happen.
I don't want any of it.
Probably
I
not.
just
You
don't.
probably
I
should
just
not
wanna-
play week 1.
just see what happens
But
from that.
yeah.
So maybe Galladay, if he's
I mean,
healthy,
if he's playing, he's a must start.
yeah, must start. And clearly, you want to play Stafford. If you picked
have
him up,
you-
he's probably your QB1, so you probably want to play him.
Yep. And then we got the Green Bay Packers at Minnesota Vikings, an amazing divisional game. That's going to be so exciting. I'm not a big Rodgers for fantasy guy, so I would stay away. Especially
But he's gonna be on Pat McAfee, right?
every Tuesday now.
Every Tuesday.
I'm excited to see Aaron Jones. I want to see how many carries they're gonna actually give him. If you drafted him, you're definitely playing him.
I'm
Devontae
gonna
Adams.
say 11.
Wow. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go ahead and say 15.
Okay, because his average is like 12, 13
Well,
maybe.
And
so.
if you drafted Devontae, also AJ Dillon, and I don't know if you saw this, but Aaron Rodgers on the show, Pat McAfee was talking. They asked who's your favorite player.
Lazard?
coming into this offseason.
Lazard?
Who do you think is going to make
AJ Dillon.
What
What is it? Just say it.
Who do you think is going to make is going to need to step up to make you guys win?
Don't say the other Marquise. Who?
Jamal Williams. He said Jamal Williams is looking like he.
Let me just say something.
He got better.
Every single year since like the last 2 years with him, I've been hearing so much. It's like they've never been able to unleash Aaron Jones. Like Aaron Jones was able to do all this with barely any touches, and the
Right.
reason why is he's always splitting like half and half with Jamal Williams. And the thing is, like, what a lot of fans are like, they all think that Jamal Williams is like the least, what's it called? The least,
Like not good or good?
No, he's like not good. He's least.
He's the worst.
But
player
he's
of them too.
talented, the least talented of the
Right.
guys. But we have known these last 2 years, like the squad, they actually do like Jamal Williams. Like
Aaron Rodgers does.
They like him a lot. So this is why, like, in my book, Aaron Jones got very, very lucky. Majority of his scores were within the 5-10 yard line. He's not going to be able to do that as much, especially maybe Williams gets that. Maybe AJ Dillon gets that. Like, you can't depend on that. And Adams being injured last year helped his receptions a lot. I just don't like that backfield, man.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be playing on Lazard unless you have to. I would see what
Right, I would
happens in
definitely
week
see.
1. And then Minnesota Vikings part. Definitely playing Adam Thielen if I got him. Definitely playing
you got
Dalvin
him?
Cook. I do have him in a lot of leagues.
Hey.
Kirk Cousins not staying away. They're just a run-heavy team. Don't like him for fantasy.
Definitely.
And the tight end there's. I was pretty high on Jay Sternberger, but now that other guy
I would not play with any of these tight ends, Rudolph or him or Irvin Smith.
And the Bears and Lions. You play any of those? I know there's what's his name?
No, I do not.
The Lions.
Jimmy Graham on the Chicago Bears and Detroit Lions. Yeah, I mean Detroit. What's his name?
T.J. Hawkinson.
T.J. Hawkinson.
Potential.
I'm off on him.
Yeah, me too.
He definitely could be the guy. I mean, he was picked pretty high.
Yeah.
He could be the guy. For me, if you need to start him, start him.
Right.
For me, it's I want to wait and see.
Then we got the Miami Dolphins at the New England Patriots.
This is a juicy one.
The game last year that took New England Patriots out of having a bye.
I like this one.
It's going to be so much on the line here. Is Devontae Parker their one? Is Preston Williams back from his ACL? Is he their one? Is Jordan Howard, Matt Breida? What's going on there? Is what's his name?
What is his name?
The quarterback.
Fitz.
Is Fitz what he
really
was last
magical.
year?
Is he
very magical?
Magic.
And then on the other side, even more questions. Is Cam Newton? I know there was a report that came out saying that he is actually fully healthy.
And they're gonna
rushing ability.
Right.
That they believe in his rushing ability.
Him to run a lot.
Is Julian Edelman still the number one target? Is N'Keal Harry taking that next step? Is James White gonna be very fantasy relevant? I would play James White out of that backfield. That's the only guy I'd play. Jordan.
I really like him, man. As a flex, I think he's a must-start
in
flex.
PPR only though.
Yes, PPR.
Jordan Howard, I think if you have to, if you grab like a J.K. Dobbins and then you want to wait for him to develop, yeah, I'd play Jordan Howard. In terms of wide receivers, I'd be playing Devontae Parker probably. I'd be maybe playing Preston Williams.
Just depends on what you have.
On your roster.
I don't think he's the worst guy because Parker might get all the coverage,
right?
And then they're gonna have to throw.
I like him more than all the rookies. Like I'd play Preston over the rookies.
Absolutely.
And then you have on the other side Edelman must play, and N'Keal Harry I would not play.
No,
I
would see what happens week 1.
And Cam I would play. Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, I'm excited for that game, man, and I'm excited for Fitz to continue playing. I think he's gonna have a good year, and maybe not a good week 1 because who has a good week against Patriots, but
right.
Even if all their players go, they leave. Like they literally had so many. They had the most players leave with COVID through what is it called? Through just leaving. Like what is it called? They just left. Okay, like left. I guess leaving left. Yeah. So I like him. I think he's gonna be the guy that they start the whole year.
Yep. Yeah. No.
That's what I'm saying.
I would say it depends what happens. If they are winning games.
Right. I think they are. I think they're going to be somehow in the playoff front, somehow around there.
Right.
Where they won't play.
But even if then, I can see Tua starting because I believe Tua is the better quarterback.
Could I see Tua start 100%?
No, I'm saying I think even if they are winning, I think it's a low % chance for him to play the whole season because if they're losing, 100% Tua is coming in. And if they're winning, I could even see them playing Tua because Tua is the better quarterback.
If they're winning and Fitz is playing well, and there's no way.
I'm saying, okay, there's no way that they're an insane team because their defense is trash.
I don't know, bro.
We do know. Their defense is trash. Their O-line is trash. So they can be in the playoff hunt. Right. And if they're in the playoff hunt, I can totally see them being like, all right, let's bring in our better quarterback that we just drafted to try to make playoff push. Potentially. For sure. I could also see them playing Fitz the whole season. Then we have the Philadelphia Eagles at the Washington football team. Yikes. It looks like, what's his name? Rager is playing week 1, where they're saying...
So that's the biggest question because he had a full practice the last 2 days. Seems like he is, but we don't know. There's no official on that. In my mind, I feel like if he does play, he'll be on snap counts. I don't want to play him, but it's exciting for Philly.
It is.
It's definitely very exciting for them. It's exciting if you drafted him because in my mind, I think him and maybe Ruggs and Edwards are probably the best rookies I like for this season with upside. Just because of their there is no number ones on those squads. You know what I mean? Like there's no like who? Like Deshaun Jackson
I'm saying it might have been Jerry Jeudy now potentially.
Right, that's completely different. If Son, that's way different. But yeah. I just like Rager, man.
And also with Amari Cooper's injury proneness, it could even be CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah, no.
What?
Amari
No,
Cooper ain't doing nothing but playing.
Yeah, that's what you want, baby.
Yeah, that's right. He's going to play.
You're praying every single night.
Yeah.
Sweet
No
fantasy football
tendicitis.
saviors.
No plantar tendicitis. I don't know what that
Plantar
is.
fasciitis.
No plantar.
But I'd be definitely playing Ertz. I think Goddard is streamable in my opinion. Like I feel like if you weren't able to get one and like
right, I would
guys
definitely do Goddard over Herndon.
Yeah, I wouldn't, but I think that one's very close. Like that is where I would start playing him. If you couldn't get a Jarwin, if you couldn't get a Hurst, if you couldn't get a Cook, I'd be playing him. He can give you some floor. I'd be playing Deshaun if you have to.
I love his play. He's actually done really, really, really well. Always really well against Washington. It was his former team. I like him here. I think with Rager having very little snap counts, he's like the only wide receiver that I can trust. If he stays healthy, I think he's going to eat. And Miles Sanders at this point, wait, are we on this? Miles Sanders?
Yeah.
We're doing Washington, right? Versus Washington. Right. Sorry, guys. I'm just so out of it right now. Sanders at this point has been limited for the last 3 days. He seems to be on track to playing. He probably will be on a little bit of a snap count, maybe an RB1, RB2 kind of dude.
Drafted him, you're probably playing.
You just have to. And he has a juicy matchup, so he still might be able to do it on such a limited amount of time.
Carson Wentz, you're definitely playing, even though he's a little injury prone right now. Actually, when is he never? I think there was reports coming out that Carson Wentz is a little
I thought it was Carson. You're Carson, not Carson Wentz.
No, Carson Wentz.
Yeah, I don't know.
And Dwayne Haskins, please do not play, even if your wife is trying to get divorced with you. But
Bro,
Terry,
we talked about this. Come on, you giving it. Where's the love?
But Terry McLaurin, smash play. Philly secondary.
Smash play.
Philly secondary is worse than Bors's forehead after he wakes up. Not shiny at all.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Yeah. Because you got to pamper it a little bit. But I definitely be playing Terry.
That's a nice play.
It is a very nice play. I think, it's going to be interesting, very interesting what's going to happen with Antonio Gibson. I'm sure Boris is slobbering over the fact what happens. Hopefully to him, it's like what happens with Clyde.
I don't want to sound gay right now, but my butthole is wet.
To me,
for Gibson,
I think we each have a very, very big question mark right now. To you, it's what happens in Washington, right? And to me,
and Oakland, it's two.
No, I'm saying running back.
Okay.
Right. And mine is Rams, right?
Right.
So we're hoping that those guys become
just
the
hit.
ones. Just hit.
Right, for sure. Then that's easy win, easy dubs, because that's my
dubs.
flex plays.
Right. So then we got the loss.
Wait, so So who on Washington football team do we like?
I said Terry. Don't play Haskins. Play.
Right. I would say maybe Gibson. Maybe
if you have
to. I would just wait one more week.
Yeah. Then you have the Raiders at Carolina Panthers. That's also going to be so much finding out in that game.
Bro, yeah, those are
Dude, week 1 is so exciting. There's so many things we're going to find out. What happens with those rookies? Bryan Edwards, Henry Ruggs.
Yeah,
what happens with that whole new Carolina offense revamped? Is Christian McCaffrey still the 101, even though Clyde's pumping up on him getting there? Is Teddy Bridgewater as good as he was in New Orleans? Is my dude from LSU going to implement the offense that he had there? Is it going to be crazy high offense? Is DJ Moore going to eat?
Is Ian Thomas going to be the TE1? What?
Is Ian going to be Ian? We don't know these things, but we definitely will find out. In terms of who we're playing, I think you definitely have to play DJ Moore on the Carolina part. I think you definitely don't have to play Christian McCaffrey. You play him only if you have to. Just kidding. Clearly,
I think Bridgewater is a decent stream. I think versus Vegas. I know definitely. It's hard because you don't know with the system what's going to happen, but he's a decent stream if you need to.
Yeah, I'd play Phillip over him at this point.
Yeah. There's other players I would Goff, Phillip, but if you need to, I think he's a decent play.
Yeah, I would just wait one more week to confirm streaming him. But yeah, I would definitely do it. Take the gamble.
I hear you.
On Raiders, Derek Carr.
And they're at home, by the way, too. So that's nicer.
Yeah, but it really home doesn't. It
yes,
does
it
matter, but
matters.
It doesn't. I'm saying nowhere near what it mattered last year.
Right.
You just didn't get that when you said it.
I
got it. Doesn't matter.
I got it.
No, I'm being serious. You just weren't thinking about
that. I was thinking it.
I don't know why this guy's still alive. The Los Angeles.
Ain't no lie, baby.
The Las Vegas Raiders. I definitely wouldn't be playing Derek Carr. You have to play Josh Jacobs. You have to play Darren Waller.
Darren Waller's juicy.
Darren Waller's very juicy. But I would wait on those rookies if you can.
If you can, right. Potentially where you got Ruggs, you might have to put him as your flex. Potentially. I don't think it's too bad, But
No, if you have to, you have
if
to.
you have to do
But I don't know. If you got both of them, I don't even know, man. I don't even know if I'd play Ruggs over Edwards. I don't
I'm
know.
saying, I wasn't even saying if you had both
So-
of them. I'm
right.
saying like potentially where you get Ruggs, especially end of drafts these days. It's like it's flex possibility, you know. So
Yeah.
you might have to.
And
play
you
him.
are playing Ian Thomas?
I am trying not to play Ian Thomas.
Got it. You're
no.
trying to wait, right?
Yeah.
Then we got the Indianapolis Colts at the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's also going to be juicy. Is Phillip Rivers going to be a monster behind that new O-line that he has? That's like 1,000 times better than he's ever had. T.Y. Hilton's going to eat. I'm playing him for sure if I have
Must
him.
start.
And then, dude,
Yeah, Phillip Rivers is a great streamer.
Jonathan Taylor, like, literally is probably going to be the biggest, other than, like, because where you got him, is probably going to be the biggest league-winning running back in the league, especially if Marlon Mack, if anything happens.
Right.
Running behind that O-line, like, literally running behind the best O-line in the league, with a pretty good offense. And I don't know if you know this, but Jonathan Taylor is a monster. He can literally at any point go for 80-yard touchdowns. Like, he is insane. He's like an Antonio Gibson kind where he doesn't need the touches. He is literally insane.
Sure.
So even with the 12 touches that
I'm
he gets,
excited to listen. I'm excited to see him. I wouldn't. The problem
I'm
with
just very
the problem
scared.
with
I don't-
Jonathan Taylor
yeah.
for me,
yeah,
I'm excited and I love the upside. And if he wins, where Akers win, where Dobbins win, whatever, where Akers win,
Right.
I get him.
but that's still a smash. You're getting him over like Le'Veon Bell and David Johnson.
Right.
So what I'm saying is, if it's very scary, I don't have him in any league. If Marlon Mack, if that guy becomes the number one running back, he's a
saying
top
I'm
5
missing,
running back.
I get it, but I'm missing on like wherever I'm getting him.
Right.
Yes, those guys for sure. David Johnson and Bell. They don't sound too sexy.
Girly,
Whatever.
like,
Right, but I'm saying at that place, usually I already have 2 running backs, and I'm going for wide receivers.
right. And I'm saying I'm very scared.
Really, really nice wide receivers.
And what I'm saying is I'm very, 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 very scared
Yeah.
because I don't have him in any league. What's going to happen? Because realistically, he is going, by the end of the season, he will be the lead back. It's going to be so hard to compete with teams.
And right, but I don't see him being the lead back. Because Marlon Mack is better than people think, bro.
Bro, they're clearly drafted a guy. They used the draft capital on him. He's
We keep going with
he
this
is
draft.
the number 1 rookie draft dude coming out of college. He was scouted better than Clyde Edwards-Helaire. The only reason that they picked Clyde Edwards-Helaire in Kansas City was because Patrick Mahomes said he liked him more.
I think he's gonna have a successful NFL. Am I supposed
That's
to?
just
am
wild
I supposed
to
to
me.
agree?
No,
with you?
I mean I'm just saying it's like you're saying like the number 1 running back
Right.
guy coming out of college.
Is there any way? in any
Like,
situation?
0.0001% chance that Marlon Mack is still the lead running back by the end of the season.
Okay, what do you want to bet that they are 50-50 by the end?
As much as you want.
How much?
As many. I'll put my house on it. I'll put your mother's house on it. I'll put your dad's house on it. Everything.
Wow.
Yeah. Like to me, there's like a 0% chance.
Okay.
Like that he is a monster. What he will be able to do with 10 to 12 touches will be like insane. He
sure.
will literally be able to get you like 18 points off
And how
10
do you
to
know all
12
this
touches.
stuff based on what everybody else is saying?
Because
I'm telling
based off looking at his film, based on his college numbers, based on his athletic reports, he was the number 1 guy scouted out
you?
of.
I hear you, bro.
Like if he went to Kansas City, he would have been the 1-on-1 pick this year, maybe. Like that's how crazy of a
sure.
talent this guy
I
is.
love him, and I would bet you.
I just
don't know,
feel like you don't
25
know that much about him.
$25, whatever you. No. I just know Marlon Mack, and I've seen his numbers, and I know who he is. And
But this was it. If they liked him that much, he
No.
would have. They would
I'm
have.
not saying they like him for the future, bro. Like Marlon Mack is like already 24, 25 years old.
He's still 24. They could have easily given him
I'm
a
saying
contract.
I get it, and I'm saying Marlon Mack for one. I see for one more year them just splitting carries, bro. That's just the way I see it. And I think Jonathan Taylor will get.
I'm saying at best.
Yeah.
I'm saying at worst. At worst, Marlon Mack's the 1B. I'm saying it's Jonathan Taylor's backfield. Once it hits fantasy playoffs in week 14, Jonathan Taylor's backfield, it's going to be so hard competing with someone who went like Christian McCaffrey and like Aaron Jones, and they both hit, and then Jonathan Taylor hit, and now he has 3 top 5 running backs.
For sure.
Or three running back ones. So I think you're definitely waiting to play him. Don't play him week 1. But dude, Jesus Christ, if you picked him up, good shit.
I don't agree, but we just have different opinions.
Okay. I mean,
That's
yeah,
fine.
you can go against like most of the fantasy community, but it's fine.
I'm going against. I mean, yeah, everybody has different opinions.
Right. I'm just saying the overall take on Jonathan Taylor in the fantasy community is that, like, Jesus Christ, he's
super talented, right?
Not only is he super talented,
Right.
he's going to be the lead back by the end of the year, and what the limited amount of touches he's going to do is going to be insane. He's going to be breaking off 60, 70-yard touchdowns. Okay. So I would wait. Like I said, if you got him, Jesus Christ, congrats, bro. I wish I had a pick there. And yeah, in terms of Phillip Rivers, I'm definitely not trying to play him.
No, I think he's a great streamer.
Yeah, if you have to stream, but I'm not like trying to go out and play him.
I think if you didn't care about QBs at all, then he's someone I think you should look into picking up this week.
Yeah, I'm saying if you're like streaming, sure.
Right,
yes.
right. If you're streaming,
but I'm like not excited to play Phillip
Rivers.
Because
they're Jags, bro. They're playing versus the worst defense.
But it's also Phillip Rivers.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Who was trash last year for fantasy.
Well, we talked about this that usually, like throughout his whole career, he's averaged 20 points per game.
Right.
That's great.
But now he's older, and last year.
Last year he was his worst year. But before, I'm just saying, like, I believe in Phillip Rivers still.
Right, but you can believe in him or not. We need to see how he does before we can be like, yeah.
Right, and I'm saying if you guys want to see how he's doing, and if you guys don't have a good QB, I would stream him this week.
Right, it is a gamble. I'm saying to stream him. I do like him for sure. I just would wait I would wait to see how he does in that offense.
For sure.
Especially with him on a new team.
This is probably the best opportunity you can see him. I mean, versus Jags. Other than, of course, it's week 1. Yeah, I get that
week
part.
1, he's on a new team. He's coming off his worst year. He's a bad quarterback now for fantasy. Like, there's a lot of things riding for him. He's going to have to do a lot of things.
He's a great. So we have another different opinion.
Okay.
It's okay.
I don't think saying that it was his worst year in fantasy is an opinion. Number
one.
No,
that wasn't. I'm saying to stream him.
Number 2, I'm saying I don't think it's him being his first week is an opinion.
I said to stream him. I'm saying to stream him.
In
You're
that
saying
sense,
don't.
Yes, but I'm saying the facts that I laid out. I mean, those are just like facts.
Yeah.
Right.
Of course they are.
And in terms of
Mr. Facts over here.
I mean, you're the one who's saying like we have different opinion after I said the facts.
What facts did you say?
I was like, he's
I
doing
also
this,
said
he's
facts
doing this, he's doing
right,
this.
But I also said facts. I said the
like
20
what?
points. I'm saying even counting last year,
I'm saying
his average
I'm saying
is
you
20
said
points
that
per game.
that's an opinion after I said the facts. Like,
right, after I said facts too.
I'm saying the way that the conversation went is I said the facts, and then right after I did, you said that's an opinion.
Got you. I guess we just had a miscommunication.
Right, it was just a miscommunication.
Right.
In the sense of should we stream him? Yeah, it's definitely an opinion.
Right.
I'm talking about, okay. So in terms of T.Y. Hilton, I'm definitely starting him. Jacksonville Jaguars, DJ Shark, you probably got to start him. That offense is definitely going to need to catch up. Score a lot of points. That's another reason why I don't like Phillip Rivers too. I could see them like just going ahead. I could see like Marlon Mack or Jonathan Taylor scoring 2-3 rushing touchdowns, and then Phillip Rivers having to do nothing because Jacksonville Jaguars are just depleted and can't do anything, stop anything, and score. Gardner Minshew wouldn't be playing him unless I like really had to. My opinion, of course.
Yeah, I wouldn't probably play him too. Colts are actually a pretty good defense.
Right.
Don't like him there, but
Chris
I would say.
A little sneaky.
Yeah, you said Chris Thompson?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm so out of it. Yeah, Chris Thompson's good. And now what's his name is on IR first 3 games. Ozigbo. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with Robinson. I wouldn't play him over the Colts, but I would see what happens, man.
Right.
I'll definitely see what happens.
And then Cleveland Browns at the Baltimore Ravens. By the way, for the Indianapolis Colts, I know a lot of people are really high up on their
Doyle.
Doyle. I'm not crazy about it.
Right, but this is honestly a good week to stream
find out. Yeah, to stream. Cleveland Browns at Baltimore Ravens. Nick Chubb, you drafted him, you're playing him. What's his name? I don't know. Mark Ingram and Dobbins, you definitely don't want to play. Mark Ingram, it's a little risky.
I definitely love him here.
I know, but you drafted him late, so you probably have better players than him.
Yeah, if you have better players, for sure. But I think he's a decent flex option versus Cleveland.
I think he's definitely
at home.
He's definitely a good flex for sure, even a second running back. What's it called? It is a little risky. I want to see how that backfield turns out because the coach came out and did say that they're going to be going with the hot hand, and it's going to be different every single week.
And it's going to be clearly we know how much they love to run. So
right. Whoever it is definitely very valuable. And I'm very excited that coach said it's the hot hand because clearly to me, J.K. Dobbins is the best running back on that committee. So if they are going to be going with the hot hand, in my opinion, it will be J.K. Dobbins.
For sure.
Not this week, of course.
And I
Stay
do
away
like
from him.
playing Marquise Brown in the flex.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Definitely. Where
Marquise
you drafted
Brown,
him
definitely.
for that upside, just why not? Throw the
Odell,
dice.
where you drafted him, you'd probably have to play him, but I
Definitely.
don't like him. But you definitely have to.
Against
Jarvis
the Ravens,
Landry,
probably not the sexiest play, but
definitely not.
definitely have to play him.
Jarvis Landry, I would if I was just deciding between two people who were there with Jarvis Landry, I'd play the other person. But Jarvis
me too.
Landry, if you have to, that's fine. Kareem Hunt, if like I said, if you did draft a guy like Dobbins, I would play Kareem Hunt while you let Dobbins develop and stuff.
Right.
I think he
Especially
can
in
give
this game, because I think they're going to be, as you said before,
right. They
we
should
talked
be
about this,
down in my
should be
opinion.
down, right? So they're going to probably
Yeah.
have to play from behind and
yeah.
pass a lot.
So I think it definitely is a decent flex play.
Right.
Only in PPR though. So the Sunday afternoon games, we got the Los Angeles Charger at Cincinnati Bengals. I'm excited to see Burrow, see that rookie, hopefully kill it. That's gonna be exciting. You probably shouldn't be playing him. You definitely got to be seeing what is going on
Right,
there.
and also Chargers are a pretty good defensive team as well. They did lose that dude, the 24-year-old. What's his name?
I'm totally spacing.
Yeah,
It's a long name.
on
He's a monster.
what's Hard Knocks. On Hard Knocks, he
Yeah.
just got injured for the whole season. He is a monster, but they still have a really good defense. So I don't know if this is like the best time to really see how good Burrow can be, but if you have him, start him.
To me, like Joe Mixon must start. You know where you
Right.
got him. I think
like-
Tyler Boyd.
Go
Tyler
ahead.
Boyd's a start to me, a flex start. AJ Green's a little scary. I think it's better to if you can see what happens week 1, see what the snap percentages they do give
Right.
him.
I feel like this might be the only week we see him
Where
for
you
the
even
rest
get
of
a
our
chance.
lives. Right. So
Yeah.
I like him here. I like him as a flex. I like him for the upside. All reports are saying that he's good. He's practicing in full now for the second time, and he's an exciting play, man. He can easily be a wide receiver 1,
Yeah.
at least a wide receiver 2. So I like the gamble.
Definitely.
I just do.
Austin Eckler, you're definitely starting him where you got him. It's gonna be exciting.
This is exciting to see
How many-
what this
Right.
this is about. How they're going to
100%.
use him.
Tyrod, you probably
No,
don't
he's
play
a
him.
decent streaming option against Bengals, bro.
I mean,
Like,
I would at least see the first week. I mean, yes, he's decent, but I would much rather go with a guy who is not their first year playing in that offense. But yeah, if you have to, of course, yeah, I would say
I'm
the
saying
rushing
if there's
upside,
no
sure.
let's say there's no quarterbacks, right?
If there's no Rivers,
like-
no Goff,
right, there's horrible.
I would probably play, maybe not Fitz at this point. Me personally,
Yes, sir.
I'd play Burrow over Tyrod.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably too. I mean, he
And-
has a lot of weapons there too. So
Yeah.
yeah, I can see Burrow definitely over Taylor Taylor.
Right.
Taylor. Taylor Taylor.
Keenan Allen, you're playing him if you got him.
Right.
It's going to be exciting to see that connection if they can get it done. You also got the tight ends. You have CJ Uzomah. You're definitely not playing him. And
Respect.
you on the Chargers side of the ball, their tight end. What's
Henry.
it called? Hunter Henry. It's going to be we're going to see what happens, you know.
Right.
He was a
This
high
is
pick.
right. He's ranked overall in many rankings pretty high as a top 10 guy. I think top 5. So we'll see how much they utilize him. If Tyrod Taylor, it makes sense. When a quarterback is trying to figure out the system and getting better, they do try to focus on very short yardage, and that's where the tight end comes. That's where the tight end and running back comes into place in the slot. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. I don't like Hunter Henry that much.
Yeah.
I don't like playing
Same.
him, but I can see why you would.
For sure. Then we have a very juicy matchup. Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the New Orleans Saints.
Ooh.
That is going to be so sick to watch. Drew
Ooh.
Brees against Tom Brady. Both of them trying to get the record in every
Super sick.
single record-breaking thing there is, trying to break Peyton Manning.
No, I have 1 yard on you. No, I have 1 yard.
Yeah.
No, I got a touchdown.
I think both those quarterbacks you're starting. You're starting Michael Thomas, Chris Godwin, Mike Evans. That's the question. Is
Mike
he going to
Evans
play?
might
Is he
play.
not?
Dude, I actually found out that in my 100-league game,
Playing him?
I'm playing
It's
Godwin.
like the best. Oh, you're playing Godwin.
Yeah, bro.
Yikes. Good luck.
Yeah. So Evans might not play. If Mike Evans doesn't play, a sneaky pick. I've been telling you since
don't
day
do it,
one.
unless you're in.
Scotty, no, bro. Like, as a potential. I mean, potential.
I'm saying if you're in a very deep league, yes.
Right, Scotty-
If your bench is consisting of him and freaking who? Like, God damn it, like Tyrod Taylor or something. God damn it. Sorry, not Tyrod Taylor. Trent Taylor. I was trying to make a joke.
Right, like Bourne over him, or I would honestly
Right, if
maybe
you're looking at
JJ
deeps.
Arcega. I mean, like,
Sure, if you're
I'm
if
saying
you're making
Tom
those
Brady.
decisions,
Right, if
yeah.
Tom Brady has said it all camp that he loves him, he's a sneaky play, and without Mike Evans, I'm saying there is some sneaky upside there.
Yes, but I would wait to see him at least do it
Right,
before
when
you're
Mike
gonna play
Evans
him.
comes back.
Yeah, I'm fine to let that pass. The New Orleans Saints, Kamara, man, that's gonna be a big question. How much carries are they gonna give him?
So clearly, he's no matter if he gets a contract, he's playing. That's what it seems.
Seems like he's playing. My question is, you know,
How
the
humble is he?
reason I wasn't getting him fourth, and I'm sure you too, was although he was expected last year to become the big dog, the lead dog, he
The
didn't
big
ever
dog.
he didn't ever do it. Yes, due to injury, but still, the case is he didn't become that guy with 250 plus carries. And people who were drafting him fourth overall are expecting him to get that. I'm not
Bro, if
expecting
you
him
draft
to do that.
me top 5, I'll make it happen. Like, I won't let any excuses. Like, I'll be that guy for you. Okay? Top
Right.
5 every week.
This guy's getting feisty over here.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's going to be interesting to see if they actually do give him 15 plus carries. But I think it's going to be a high-scoring game, and he's going to be involved a lot in the passing work. So you definitely play him if you
if
have
you got him, bro, there's no question.
And then
you're
the
starting.
Fournette, Ronald Jones, I would sit both. Just
I'd
see
rather
what
not
happens.
have them if there's one or the other that I like.
have
I like a
Fournette.
little Fournette a little more
Just
just because of
goal
the goal
line.
lines. Yes, sir.
Look at that, jinx.
Yep.
Then we have and then in terms of tight ends, I'm not playing any of the Tampa Bay. Yeah, if you drafted Gronk high, you have to, but like you shouldn't have been drafting Gronk that high. And then San Francisco. Oh no, I am playing Jared Cook on the Saints. I
Right.
would play him.
I am
He's
playing
probably
him too.
one of my favorite guys.
Yeah, and the Reds, he's a red zone machine, so I think he can get like a touchdown, at least one.
Yeah, and then we have the Arizona Cardinals at San Francisco 49ers. I'm so excited to see Kyler Murray and DeAndre Hopkins play. They haven't been practicing, so it's going to be pretty crazy to see what happens. You're definitely starting both those guys. Maybe Kirk as a flex play.
Yeah,
I can
Kirk
see
as
that.
a flex play for sure.
Definitely starting Kenyon Drake where you got him. San Francisco 49ers, you're starting George Kittle 100%.
Debo Samuels, it looks like he's not playing. Ayuk probably not. So I'd say Kittle.
Kittle is probably the only guy would not be playing Garoppolo.
Maybe I mean, again,
You're probably
super deep flexes like
Trent
Bourne.
Taylor?
No, Bourne.
Trent Taylor.
Yeah, maybe Trent Taylor. I don't know.
I'm
Whatever.
kidding.
Debo Sam.
Right, but I'm saying
Yeah, I don't like any of those
if-
guys except Kittle.
where you got Raheem Mostert, you're probably playing him. As
And
your
I don't even
flex.
like Jimmy, even though Jimmy's having he's he's
I
playing
wouldn't-
versus a sexy little team. He potentially should be scoring. But
I mean, Kittle should be the tight end one this week.
yeah, I mean after this game,
I mean, what do you mean? He got 20 points.
who
Kelsey.
right?
So it's
I'm just
very hard.
He made it seem so easy, bro.
I know.
It's
That's
like
why.
catch.
That's
catch,
why I'm
catch,
telling.
catch.
I've been telling you guys to get Kelsey over Kittle all day. This guy just got 20 freaking points, starting off right.
by literally
starting off
just
good.
yawning,
Yeah. He's so beast after the catch.
bro.
Then we got the Cowboys versus Rams. This is gonna be such a juicy.
This is
Sunday
definitely
night
my
matchup.
my favorite game of the week. That's for
Well,
sure.
yeah. Also because it's the Sunday. I mean, today.
No,
was
I
probably
mean,
my
yeah.
favorite.
There are 2 out of 3 favorite teams to watch play. Their offenses are insane when they're on it. And I think it's gonna be a high scoring game. I don't think it's gonna be like it was in Kansas City and Houston. I think they're both gonna put up some points.
Yeah,
Shut your mouth. Shut your
I
mouth.
definitely think it will go that way. I could totally see Rams just completely
Dudding, just pooping all over the grass.
And I mean, also the the amount of talented players that the Cowboys do have, new head coach. So I could also see that happening. But realistically, it's
Dude,
going to
I'm
be a
yawning for your
shootout.
bullshit.
It's
But
going to
yeah,
be a
it's
shootout.
gonna be. I want all those players.
Zeke, you're
Give
playing.
me a Amari
Cooper, you're
Cooper.
playing.
Give me a
Michael Gallup could be a flex play.
I think he's a great flex.
Yeah, Dak Prescott, you're definitely playing. CeeDee Lamb, I would wait a week. On the other side of the ball, and Blake Jarwin, if you probably
I
are,
do-
if
I
you
do
got
like-
him, you're on the hype. What,
Yeah,
you
I
would
like,
wait?
No, I like him.
I would
I like him for
just
this game.
put him out there because you probably got him as your first tight end. And then on the Rams side, you're playing Cup, you're playing Woods, you're playing Goff. No, you're not playing Goff, but he's a very good streamer. A very good streamer.
Absolutely. Probably my top one.
Higbee, if you got him, you're very high on him, so you're probably playing him. We don't like him that much, but we understand it if you do. Now, the big question to me is what's going on in that backfield. if you could wait to play Cam Akers, right? Let's say you picked up a guy like James White, a guy like, I wouldn't even say Jordan Howard. I would say a guy like James White, and you are in a PPR league, I'd probably lean the James White end. I'm just saying Jordan Howard isn't even that much of a lock for me either.
I like Howard more. I do like Breda and Howard more.
It's just scary because that's even a timeshare. So,
right, for some reason I don't know why, in a Miami timeshare I'm more.
I know.
I don't know why.
Funny.
Yeah.
So I'm saying if you got like James White,
definitely James White
play
over him.
But honestly, in my opinion, I mean, of course, it's an opinion. I think Cam Akers is gonna get at least. That's an opinion. Come on, get there.
That's an opinion.
I think Cam Akers is going to get the lion's share of the workload, even to start off week 1. I believe he is their guy.
You think he's the lion? He's the lion of the club.
And I'd be very confident in playing him as my flex option. But of course, if you have the luxury of waiting, I'd wait, no doubt. Then we have Monday night. They're doing 2 games this week to start it off. Steelers at Giants. It's going to be a good one. Hopefully, Giants catch that L so I win the bet.
Come on, man. Let's get this dub, bro. I need an 8-8 to win. And another, listen, I won this guy with 0.1. This time he got me some dinner.
This is how the fantasy football season is gonna go.
I'll take it, and I'll take the last second, right? They're down by 6 points. They're on the 10-yard of their own of their end zone, and then Saquon, dun 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 dun.
And then Ben Roethlisberger comes out on the field and just sacks
starts and takes his beer bottle and hits
his
him.
helmet. Yeah, Miles
his beer
just out of
bottle because he's an alcoholic.
I like it.
You get
better.
it.
But you'd probably be playing Ben if you drafted him. It's gonna be exciting to see that Ben Juju connection officially.
Yeah, Juju definitely.
Deontay
Johnson as a flex.
I'd wait, but potential.
But I think it's a decent flex.
Decent flex, but if you can love the luxury, I would be waiting. James Conner, if you got him, you're playing him.
Actually, Deontay Johnson, I forgot. He's actually a little hobbled.
He is a little
so he might not play. If he doesn't play, I think definitely I would do James Washington as a flex.
I would 1,000,000,000% not play James Washington. I think he's a great pickup to roster.
I'm saying if Deontay Johnson doesn't play, I'm definitely taking James Washington.
I would highly okay. We just have different opinions. I would 100% say do not play him this week. But in the Giants, you're definitely playing Saquon.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Okay. You're definitely playing Saquon.
That's a fact.
You're probably playing Daniel. Okay, bro, come on. You're probably playing Daniel Jones where you got him. You're probably now the wide receiver cores. I'd say it's a little hard. Sterling Shepard, Golden Tate. They're awesome flex plays each.
I like Sterling Shepard.
I like Sterling Shepard for sure.
I think he's definitely the one. And you got to start Ingram definitely.
I don't believe that he's the one yet, but I could
see
why
been the
people
one. I'm
think
saying
that.
last year he's been.
I'm saying I don't believe that he will be the one this year. Evan Ingram, you got to start. Pittsburgh Steelers, their tight end. What's his name? I'm having very hard troubles.
I am starting him in my dynasty. If you don't have to, don't. But I like his appeal, man. I really do. I like his red zone targets. I think he potentially can get a touchdown a game. Like I do see that for him. And Ben Roethlisberger has always liked his tight ends. So.
And our last matchup of this weekend, it's going to be a crazy weekend. The Tennessee Titans at the Broncos. Monday night. Ooh, baby, Broncos are losing all their players every
Corlett
second.
Sutton down, Hamler down. Then it's gonna be someone else, baby.
It's crazy, but you're definitely starting Derrick Henry. You're starting A.J. Brown. Tannehill's in all right.
There's Juno Smith. If you're hype on him, then you probably start him.
Yeah, Broncos. I probably wouldn't be starting anyone other than Melvin Gordon because you probably drafted him. And Phillip Lindsay, I think, is an okay flex play. I'm not as crazy high up as a lot of people in the industry are high up on him. I just don't think he'll be that safe. Like I could see him literally dudding you weeks. But if you need to start him as a flex, I wouldn't be opposed to it.
Right, well, guys. Again, this has been probably the most exotic. We wanted to probably kill each other during this talk. We're both exhausted.
Freaking Jonathan Taylor hater over there.
Yeah,
I will murder him after.
We didn't want to tell you this, but Jonathan Taylor, let me just put this out there. Right?
Oh, and this isn't biased. I have no Jonathan Taylor shares at all. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, no bias.
Well,
so
yours would be biased because you don't have.
Right. So his friends, cousins, friend knows someone, right? That's related to some guy that knows someone that's brothers with Jonathan Taylor, right? You were saying that's why,
But you're what?
right?
What? Wow. Damn.
Yeah.
You-
That's kind of why he's into it, because he knows someone that 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 might know someone. So we're very tired. We had a week of a lot of work. We are not used to having to do. Yes, I need to quit while I'm ahead. I'm doing a lot of yabbers. We're just grateful to be here. Grateful that football started. Grateful for. Go ahead. You want to do another one?
Yeah, I just got one question.
Literally, we need some sleep. But if you guys have any questions about, matchup situations, who to play over another guy, what wide receiver to start, what running back, what flex to start, let us know. DM us.
Yeah.
Ask. Send us a message on Patreon at the Fantasy Football Family. Check us out at social media at the Fantasy Football Brothers.
And most importantly, hit that subscribe button, guys.
Yeah, please.
We did not hit
guys.
our goal of 20 subscribers by the beginning of NFL season, but hopefully we'll hit it by Sunday, maybe. Hopefully.
Please,
We do appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Have a good one.
Peace.
Peace.